full screen.
Why is it? Hey.
Neptune, come say hey. Come on. Come here.
Really with the dog? Really?
He likes to.
This is serious video, John.
Okay, he likes to say hey. I was just thought maybe he would want to say hey. Maybe
serious exercise video. Do you see how serious I am?
That's a serious monkey, dude. I wouldn't mess with that monkey.
Oh.
Make him.
Oh, I forgot. I was doing the monkey.
Make him wink again.
Wait. Hold on. Now I can't make it go away. What did I do? I broke it. Okay. I think we're good now. No, get that off. Hey, everybody. John and I are on FaceTime this week because we thought it would be easier, and then it's not at all easier. 19.4 is really with the dog. Just let the dog poop somewhere so we could do the video.
Okay. Let him go.
Just let him poop. It's fine. 19.4, 3 rounds of time, 10 snatches and 12 bar-facing burpees. 3-minute rest, 3 rounds for time, 10 bar muscle ups, 12 bar facing burpees. I tried to watch the Canadian boys do this. Patrick Vellner and Paul Tremblay were head to head in a Canadian battle of Maple Leaf Power.
Maple Leaf Power?
Maple Leaf of the leaf. What's the leaf?
Yeah, it's a maple leaf.
You
nailed it. No, you nailed it. You got it.
No, I know. I know exactly what I said. I know Canada. It's my second other home, other than Australia and Ireland. Anyway, I was trying to watch those two going head to head. Patrick Vellner was moving like a blonde Canadian angel, and it stopped working. So, I don't know what happened. I don't know how fast it went. Somewhere in the above 2-minute range. I've switched over to Brazil. Didn't understand a word. Portuguese is a very difficult language. Didn't understand a word, but Easy and the young man from Brazil were in the right around 3-minute range. So we know this part is fast, right? What do you think about the 3-minute rest, John?
I like the rest. If anyone's familiar with our programming, these rest intervals should look pretty familiar, and I dig that. I do think, despite the rest, those 10 bar muscle ups are going to be somewhat of a sticking point for your average CrossFitter out there. You know, depending on how efficient your movement is on that movement. I don't know. What do you think? How do you feel about it, Rudy?
Well, you just said it. So the work rest intervals. This is kind of a standard. This is a thing I like to program. It comes from a track and field conditioning sort of idea. Because this is multimodal, you should arguably. Sorry, I just had to punch the dog. I didn't really punch him. I just pushed him back. He's licking the tripod. Wow, with the dogs tonight. Jesus. Anyway, these work rest intervals should be like 2 minutes or less. So what this tells you is that you're going past sort of the ATP stores, ATP fueling phase, and you're going beyond anaerobic at this point. So you're not going to be able to perfectly recover. Right?
Right.
So the 3 minutes, you think it's a 3-minute workout, you get 3 minutes rest, you should be able to recover. But unless you're doing it in 2 minutes, you're not going to be able to recover. And I don't think anybody's going to do it in 2 minutes. Those Canadian boys were moving pretty quick. The second part, it's a cool little workout. The second part, obviously, there's got to be some skill there. It's more than just the burpees. But I don't know. What do you think for the common man?
As far as what? Strategy or?
Yeah. I got a couple thoughts. You go. I got a couple thoughts.
I think, some pretty obvious tips on those bar muscle ups, man. You got to break them up into manageable bites. You know, come off the bar 1 or 2 before, you hit any kind of lactic threshold. Get right back on the bar. Obviously, don't waste any time. Obviously, just some no-brainer stuff. You don't want to be jumping to an extremely high bar over and over again. Have something next to the bar that you can step up and just grab the bar and go and come right back down. Make that transition as fast and efficient as possible. I don't know. I feel like that's the basic stuff, right? I mean, it's stuff everybody already knows. What you get, what?
Yeah, let's do it. Let's do it. We'll do an edit cut right
Okay.
here, and we'll come back and kind of break them down piece by piece. Edit. Oh, look, we got your dog in the shop.
Yeah, little buddy came to say, "Hey, finally."
Look in your face. I'd have Luke in the shot, but everything that's over here would just
get knocked out.
It would be knocked down, and there'd be no chance.
Go lay down.
All right, so part one of the workout: snatches and bar facing burpees. Every video or every announcement workout that I saw was muscle snatch. Everybody was muscle snatching.
Yeah.
Look, so this is the big part to me, right? Because I feel like there's going to be two kinds of athletes kind of around the world. There's going to be the kind where they're pretty good at bar muscle ups, right? And they're gonna be good at this part. They're going to be pretty good at the second part, etc. Then there's the kind that are strong, or 95-pound snatch is not going to kill them, and they don't have any bar muscle ups, right?
Right.
So there's two sort of different techniques to the whole thing at play. If you're one of those strong athletes where 95-pound snatch, you can muscle snatch it, and you're worried about the bar muscle ups, I say, because the tie breaks, etc., I say burn this down.
Right.
Right? Normally I would say kind of hold back, don't kill yourself, blah, blah. I would say do this as fast as possible.
The bar muscle ups.
No, I'm talking about the snatches
Gotcha.
and the bar facing burpees.
Gotcha.
Go unbroken, go muscle snatch, whatever you got to do. Although, if you're less than a 185-pound snatcher, you probably want to catch power. You probably don't want to completely burn your shoulders out. This part one is just pure unbridled pain, right? Once you hit that 2-minute mark, it's going to be hard to keep going. You're not going to want to fall down on the floor. You're not going to want to get up, etc.
So hold on, just to clarify, you're saying to go through the first part as fast as humanly possible, so that you have.
I'm saying if you're a person that struggles with bar muscle ups, right, and you're strong enough that a 95-pound snatch, because I feel like 60% of people out there that are going to do this workout fall into this category. They don't have a ton of bar muscle ups. They have few bar muscle ups, but they snatch decently, and 95 pounds is not going to kill them, right? They can do it single quick drops. They can do it in sets of 3. They can do it whatever, right? My feeling is that you just go on this, right?
Just go, man. Just go, man.
You just go as fast as you can, right?
You don't think there's any consideration for blowing your shoulders up?
No, because you can either blow your shoulders up, the amount of repetition, right? The amount of the 66 reps of either this or this, right, is going to blow you up no matter what.
Right. So give yourself more time to recover from it.
So give yourself more, or it's not more time to recover. It's try and make it as close to anaerobic as possible, right? Because once we get past that, even with multimodal, once we get past that 230 mark, very far past it, it becomes aerobic, and you can't recover as quickly, right? Or you can't recover those explosive muscle, the ATP stores, et cetera, as quickly. So just burn this down. It's not going to make that much difference.
Burn it down. The man says burn it down.
Muscle snatch, if you can do sets of 2, even if it's kind of heavy for you, sets of 2 are better than sets of 1, right? A drop, reach, reset is going to slow you way down. So touch and go, really? Really? They probably can't see you. You're probably really small.
Oh, okay.
Touch and go is going to be way faster on these, right? The bar facing burpees, I like from what I saw, especially Easy and the dude from Brazil, they were doing kind of the jump and land on one foot technique. I like that. Really? Are you a child? You're doing faces in the camera.
I'm a grown adult.
Anyway, do the burpees however you want. It's not that many of them. There isn't that many of them. If you got to step in, then step in. We always like the rhythmic step in. It doesn't take that much more time. The jump up is very metabolically damaging, right? Step in, step out, whatever you want. All right, let's do an edit, and we'll go to part 2.
Part deux. Part 2.
All right, say what you were saying during our edit time.
So we were just discussing, that a lot of people, the point of this workout or the break point is going to come down to the muscle ups and how many you could get, right? So when it comes to those muscle ups, there's a lot of athletes, especially the male athletes, that catch real high, right? So they can get over the bar and they're all the way up here, which is using a lot of pull, right? So for that same amount of pull to catch here, you could do 2 or 3 muscle ups worth of pull catching lower, right? So in a perfect world, you'd be able to change that technique, right? Those movement patterns and catch a lot lower and do more muscle ups. We also recognize the chances of being able to change that technique here on game day are pretty small. But if you can catch lower, right, so that you save that pull and there's more muscle ups in the tank, chances of finishing the workout for your average CrossFitter slim to none. It's going to basically come down to how many bar muscle ups you can do, right? So make them as efficient as possible.
Yeah, the dip. I don't think we've ever said this before. The dip on the bar muscle up it's a non-issue. Right. Whereas we like people to catch ring muscle ups as high as possible because we don't want to, especially when it's high rep, because the dip tends to be the thing that goes out, right? Mm-hmm. Tends to be the hard part of the ring muscle up, whereas the bar muscle up, it's nothing. Like nobody ever misses the dip on a bar muscle up that I've seen. Right. And just a couple technical, I guess, things like hand protection is a big deal on this. You're not going to be repeating if you rip. This is a lot of reps. You're going to want to chalk the hell out of the bar, get as much grip as possible. And if you have and can wear the gymnastic grips, you need to, because there's got to be a way you got to be able to save your hands on this. There's no chance of a repeat if you rip. And it's not a ridiculous amount of bar muscle ups, but at that point in the workout, it's not great. John also said earlier, don't jump to a bar that's really high, right? This goes back to kind of the toe to bar technique, where you have something either on either side that you can just step up on and grab. Same thing with bar muscle ups. You need to have a step on either side probably that you can step on and grab the bar so you don't have to jump to it. If you guys get what I'm saying, that would be like put 2 45-pound plates, one on one side, one on the other. That way you have a space in between for your feet to swing, so you're not worried about kicking the plates. Anything like that's going to help. Anything, a workout this metabolically challenging and this just pure, I don't know, pure anaerobic plus, anything like that where you can save a little bit of heart rate, a little bit of exertion needs to happen.
Yeah.
The bar facing burpees on this part, they're going to be slow. Just do them, right? I don't know. This workout comes down to whether you can do bar muscle ups well or not. Yeah. And even if you can do bar muscle ups well, I know I saw Easy was kind of dying at the end. He was breaking his bar muscle ups into like sets of 2. We know that guy's got a massive, probably got 20 unbroken bar muscle ups, 30, whatever.
Yeah.
But at this point in the workout, this is kind of the brilliance of this workout. It's a way to test how good your bar muscle ups are, but under extreme duress.
Yeah, you're blowing. Right? Those burpees are not only under duress, but that duress is being maintained by those burpees every round. So
yeah, it's brutal. Let's just watch it.
I like it.
This looks like people. Somebody said to me today, none of the workouts have been very long, and who cares, right? Who cares if they look like death by the end of them? If you don't want to move anymore, then it's a good workout, right? Or it's a good test at least. I don't know. That's all I got.
Yeah. Well, I think people would appreciate a little shorter strategy video. Sometimes we get carried away. Maybe.
I don't know if it's short or not. Well, there's not much to it. I mean, it's a lot of burping. It's a really easy snatch, and then it just comes down to the bar muscle ups. And if you don't have the technique at this point, if you're not really zeroed in technically, then it's going to be a lot of swinging on the bar and air humping.
Yeah. Do we get into without the cut where to have something to step on, pull into, to save that little bit of energy to grab the bar because it is such a brutal workout? Do we have that in there?
I just said it.
You already said that.
I just said it just now.
You just said it.
Wow, you're not even listening, are you?
I zone in and out.
Hey, at least you can admit it. All right. 19.4, we'll be back. I will be in Raleigh next week, so we won't have the dumb FaceTime video. Maybe we'll have a special guest. Who's our special guest going to be?
I think we're playing on...
What about Jesus?
Who?
Jesus?
He's probably pretty busy, dude.
Okay, go ahead. Next.
Second best, I think. We got Big C White. Big C White.
Close enough.
All right. C White's coming out next week.
Close enough.
Let's do it.
Bye, everybody.
We're still waiting.
I'm the best, the threat, and the call on the law.